What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your love reading for December 2018. I hope you guys are having a good month so far. Well, if you're watching this in November, I hope November was cute, and I hope that this month is going to be even cuter. I will say, if you have not yet watched your general reading, please do, because what's really freaking funny is the first card that I pulled for the general reading is the exact same first card I just pulled for this love reading. And then also the card that crosses that general reading is the exact card that I pulled for the outcome, which happened to be the Queen of Wands and the Magician. You guys are stepping into your power. I mean, there's really no stopping you. Now, I will say, just to give a little overview of what this looks like and feels like for me, those of you guys who've been in a tumultuous relationship or a relationship, just the period just wasn't good for you. There's some maybe deception there, some heartbreak there, some fucked up words there. I feel like you guys are like done. I feel like that's coming to an end. And I mean, really, I feel like you got new beginnings that are coming to you. New beginnings that are going to be coming to you. You guys are really going to be feeling powerful. You guys are going to be really feeling very sexy and charming. If you've been feeling very small and just, I don't want to say insignificant, but I'm hearing insignificant. If you've been feeling like just kind of sheltered and closed out and kind of just like a kept woman, a kept man, and, you know, whatever, I feel like that all that's going to change. Because people are looking at you like, who the fuck is that? That's number one. But also, you guys are really taking your power and cutting out the things that, and the people, really, that are no longer serving you. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you're dealing with another air sign. So this could be an Aquarius like yourself, a Libra, or a Gemini. Ooh! Oh, God, excuse me, Aquarius. There's a lot of swords going on here, but it's fine. Like, it's fine. You also have the Tower here, which is right next to the Magician, which I actually really love. And I'll tell you why when we get to that. You also have the Death card. You have the Death and the Tower. Interesting. Death card, you know, is the natural death of things. It's like when things needed to die off because it was time, right? They ran its course. It lived its full lifespan. It's ready to go. It's ready to die. Also, the end of some of you guys, I could feel like a marriage, and I'll tell you why in a second. But let's just start from the top, because otherwise I'm just gonna be skipping all over the place, and I'm trying to like be one track minded a little bit with you guys. Okay, so King of Swords is the unseen energy. This is the energy of you guys, right? This is air energy. This is the energy of being very decisive, being very upfront, being very much like, look, this is what I expect. This is what I want. We've talked about this before. It's also an energy of just using your logics, right? Using your logics, being very smart in the way that you move. And I feel like really by doing so, by being very decisive, by being very upfront, being very strong with your communication, it's all happening because it's time to happen, right? The wheel is turning. That's what's underneath it. So it's like everything's happening. Whatever things of the past have ran its course, it's time for a new chapter. Okay. Again, I do feel strongly like a lot of you guys could be dealing with another air sign like yourself. And maybe they could be the king. Like you feel like they've been like, you know, trying to boss you around, trying to have power over you, trying to manipulate you, trying to gaslight you. And you guys are really kind of standing your ground. So again, you guys are starting out here with this Queen of Wands energy. Very much being charming, very much being, you know, some of you guys might be out there being a little bit more social. This is a very social queen, very flirtatious. This is a very sexual queen. This is a queen who is very much a go-getter. She runs off of her passions, right? So she goes forward in things that she really cares about, things that she's really inspired to do, things that she's really passionate about, things that bring her happiness. She's not dealing with no silly shit, right? She's very much a go-getter. So you guys are really taking on, just like I said in the general reading, you guys are really taking on that fire energy this month, which is really beautiful. Now, how you feel about your other person, I feel like a lot of you guys could be going through a breakup. This could be someone who has lied to you, cheated on you, or felt like you feel like hurt you in the past. In terms of that, I feel like you're just looking at this other person like, you know what, we really could have been something, but you know what, and it's fine. Whatever, you can have that, right? It's like, I tried so hard. I was there for you. I was down for you. I did all these things, and you still managed to basically fuck up and break my heart. But instead of you using this heartbroken energy and, you know, being more like Five of Pentacles or Five of Cups and like crying over it, you guys are like, well, that's fine, because if you can't notice a good thing when you see it, you're just going to lose out. You're going to lose out because I know my worth. I know, you know, what I bring to the table. I bring the whole fucking table, actually. And I'm going to move forward, and somebody's going to like it, right? Somebody's going to appreciate it. So instead of you guys, I feel like you guys probably already went through the times of really crying over something and really being disappointed and letting it get down on you. But now you're in this place where you're like, you know what? No, it's a new day. If they can't see all of this, then they don't deserve all of this, right? And so your highest desire for the relationship is the Eight of Pentacles. For me, I feel like this means you want to be working on yourself, really. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is all about doing good work, right? And this also was a card that was in your other, in the general reading, but in the other deck. So definitely read it, or definitely listen to it. But the Eight of Pentacles, for me, what stands out is one of the things is he is alone. He's alone working. I think you guys would just rather, a lot of you guys, just be alone. If you're in this relationship that was toxic and you felt like just was leading nowhere, you're just like, you know what, I'd honestly rather be alone. I'd rather just be working on myself. I'd rather be getting my money together. I'd rather be getting my spirituality together. I'd rather be, you know, pouring into myself, because when I think about the things that went wrong or all the things that happened with you, it's like, it's just heartbreak. It's just disappointment. It's not cute, right? So I do feel like you guys are really in a place where you're, and this isn't going to resonate with everybody. This has nobody's name on it. Please be clear. But if this does resonate with you, I feel like you're going to be coming to a place where you're just like, you know what? I really see my worth now. I'm really proud of this man or woman that I've become and that I'm become me. And, you know, I can see and, you know, understand why I had to go through the things I had to go through. And I'm grateful for the experiences, because through these experiences, I'm getting growth and I'm getting, you know, insight, and I won't make these same type of mistakes before. But really, all I want to do is simply work on myself. I don't want to worry about anybody. I'm having a good time. I'm out there doing me, you know, I'm getting my money up. I'm getting my confidence up. And this is just a much better place for me than where the fuck I've been. That's what it feels like. Now, the other person could be dealing with a Scorpio person, but Death card, again, all about transformation. We're coming out of this Scorpionic, you know, Pluto energy, where a lot of things are being wiped away or have been wiped away. Also, this is a time where, you know, we're in the retrogrades. We just ended Venus retrograde. We're still in Mercury retrograde until what, like the 6th-ish. So really, you guys gaining clarity on what things needed to go and what things need to stay. And at this point, it feels like a lot of you guys, this person, they just need to go. If it's a marriage or something, some type of higher commitment of a relationship, I feel like you will be dropping that. And see, it's funny, like they say all change starts at the top, right? Things start to happen at the top and then it trickles down to the people below. Well, at the top is the king, right? And the death came through and annihilated the king first, right? Got rid of the king. Now he's headed to the Pope. He's headed to what's expected. He's headed to the traditions. You guys are very much that progressive sign, right? You guys are all about forward movement. You guys are all about progression. The world moves forward with Aquarius energy because you guys are forward thinking. So let's say you're in a marriage with someone. It feels like this is something that you feel like needed to die. And the Death card, it's not like the Tower card where it just happens instantaneously. The Death card, we see it coming. We've been looking at it for forever. We've been seeing it die. And maybe we've been still like trying to work on it and still trying to save it and still trying to, manipulate things to make it work. But no, they're like, it's coming and it's going. Like it's done, right? For a lot of you. Yeah. And there's happiness on the other side of it. I'm looking at that. I'm tuning into that sun that's behind the buildings back there. There's happiness on the other side of this transformation. So again, those of you guys who aren't dealing with the Scorpio, again, it could just be Scorpio energy, and it could be indicate that the person that you're dealing with, they're going through their own transformation. Maybe if there's been a shakeup in the relationship, it's really forcing them to go deep within and, try to figure out what this all means for them, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to stay. I will say that. Now, Page of Pentacles is next. Page of Pentacles, pages always come around the cusp of new things, right? Page of Pentacles, it's that very much that learner card. It's very much that card of trying to discover, the world around them in the material sense, right? Pentacles, money, job, all that stuff, right? Health, wealth. If you've recently left a person or you're thinking about leaving a person, they could be having to start from ground zero. It feels to me like if you did, this person depended on you more than they will ever admit that they did. And now with you being like, bye, and kind of standing your ground and being like, I'm going to go do me, they are forced to figure things out for themselves, right? Also, I do see that this person is going to be trying to, if it's someone that you broke up with or you guys are in the middle of a divorce or a breakup, I do feel like this person now at this time is trying to come around and make things right and offer you this little Page of Pentacles, right? It's funny. They're trying to offer you this little page when you're working on this 8. So they offer you 8 plus 1, what? That's 9. 9 of Pentacles, she's still by herself. Like, she's like, thank you, but no thank you. You know what I mean? So I do feel like this person probably is now really trying to put in the work. But for some of you, it kind of feels like it's a little too late. Some of you feels like it's a little too small. Like after everything I've gone through, this is just, thank you, because I do deserve this, but it's small. Like it's small after everything I've been through, after the heartbreak you've put me through, right? After the harsh words you said to me, after the ways that you've disrespected me, this little page ain't gonna cut it, honey. It's almost like the feeling that I'm getting. Now, next to that, they have the Queen of Swords. Their highest desire for the relationship. I do feel like they want to try to make things right. I do feel like there is some type of communication that they're trying to have with you. Maybe now they're at the place where they're trying to fall on a sword and like be actually forthcoming and have this conversation, right? Because the way she's holding her sword of truth up and erect, maybe it's like now they're trying to finally come with this truth for you and come with this communication. Like, let's say if you're with someone who's always felt aloof or like they just weren't giving to the relationship, it's like now they're trying to give to you and you're just like, but some of you may not be really speaking, or at least not speaking nicely to this person right now. And I feel like they do want to speak. They do want to speak. In hopes to transform this relationship. It's funny, I'm looking at the crown that the Queen of Swords wears. She wears a butterfly crown, indicating that she was once a caterpillar. So transformation with death, with that. I do feel like they do want to kind of have talks about making this right, getting it back on track, but you're just kind of like, Now, blocks. Okay, 8 of Swords. This is an energy of feeling stuck, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to move forward, but it's self-inflicted. You could definitely and absolutely wiggle your way out of these damn bandages. You can go and climb, and yes, it'll be hard, and yes, you'll need, the stamina to do so, but you can go and climb the mountain to the castle and find your happiness in a better spot. There is this energy of some of you guys still feeling stuck. again, some of you guys are still going through this transformation of like, figuring out that something isn't, something wasn't right in the relationship. Also, especially if you're dealing with another air sign, it indicates, I feel like they could be the stuck ones. So like if you've been feeling like you've been trying to fix this relationship and you've been trying to tell them and you've been trying to work on it, it almost feels like at this point, like they just don't even know what to do, because at this point they just keep messing things up, and with that they might be acting out irrationally, right? Like causing little arguments or throwing little tantrums, because it's really because they're stuck. But this stuck energy isn't going to get them or you or this relationship anywhere. Now, advice moving forward: let the tower fall. Let the tower fall. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. Let the tower fall. Because whatever's falling is the stuff that wasn't on a strong foundation anyways. Whatever was falling is faulty. Let it burn, let it fall, let it crumble. Let it crumble. Let it crumble. Because some of you guys are still holding on to this death energy and trying to save something that just needs to die off. Let the shit fall. Okay? Let it fall. Because then when you do, then you've got opportunities for new beginnings. You've got the energy, the energy that you need to make things happen, right? You're not placing your energy in things that are no longer serving you. You're placing your energy in new opportunities. You're placing energy in finding your truth, finding your power again. There was too much focus. You guys are putting so much into this relationship, and this relationship is just not putting that much back into you. And it feels like now that you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. And I want to do me, and I want to work on myself, and I just want to be happy by myself. Now this person here, they are all slow and shit trying to come through, and you're just like, Some of you guys are still stuck. But let the tower fall. Because when the tower falls, right next is that Magician. New beginnings. New beginnings. Right? Newness. Your creativity is going to come back. Your sense of self is going to be much healthier. Okay? You're going to feel more grounded. You're going to feel more powerful. You have to let things fall. The tower is scary because it comes radically. But really, this is something that needed to happen, because it's like, it looks like you went through all the channels and still were trying to save something that was not meant to be. And sometimes we do that, but just don't do that. There's no need to do that. Don't do that. Let the tower fall so the new beginnings can happen. And you never know. For some of you, a very small some of you, there's a possibility that you could maybe possibly resurrect this. But at the same time, what they're able to offer you right now is this Page of Pentacles. It's too small for what you've already been through. Okay? Too small. You're better off at this point, looking at the cards, just focusing on you. And if it works out later in the future with that person, fine. But I just feel like those of you guys who feel like you're in this stuck place, if you remain there, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you in any ways. Then you'll just keep going through this same cycle all over again. And Spirit is trying to clear things out for you so that you can have way better things, okay? And then you guys got children. Remember, general reading, I said a lot of this feels like you're making decisions based on what's best for your family unit and you, including your children and things. And so children, your love life is being affected by your children. Maybe it's hard to leave this person because you guys share kids, right? And I understand. When me and my son's father broke up, just put a dagger through my heart. Like, it was so hard. It was so hard. And a lot of that being hard had to do with our son. But the best parents are happy parents. I could promise you that. And if you're in a situation where you felt like someone was continuously like disrespecting you disregarding you, lying to you, cheating on you, fuck them. Take you and your kids, girl, boy, whatever, whoever this is, and go and live and be happy, because you've got new beginnings ahead of you if you let the tower fall. Okay? I love you, Aquarius. I'll see you next month.